Alright, YouTube. Gonna have a bit of a live stream in the shed, playing with some goodies. Got a whole bunch of stuff I was gonna make videos about. Thought I'd rather have a bit of a chat to some people first. Anyway, Duckman, you were one of my first ever Patreons. How are you, mate? I'd like to thank you personally for supporting me, mate. That was awesome of you. Yes. TS100. Just made a video about it, trying to solder up an 18650 cell, but I couldn't quite get enough heat in it to do so. Very cool little bit of kit. I've just got mine running on 12 volts. But yeah, if you haven't seen one of these, I made a video about this the other day. Banggood sent me this one. You just literally tap that and away she goes. Yeah, I'm in the tech shed. I'm in the Best Brick Concrete one, and it's not quite as bad. The roof's lined and I've been out here soldering and stuff. G'day, Travesty. Put custom firmware on the TS to unlock its full potential. All right, man, thanks. I'll look into that. I'm sure someone would have made some videos about that. Christos. Yeah, you're a very handy man to have in the room. This is where these boards come from. Christos is Bergduino. This is the man. Yeah, these soldering irons. Very happy with it. I did the couple of just melting some stuff. It's all good. Did the couple of joints on the bottom of this beast. Left my side cutters inside and wasn't going to get them, just to get the light sensor on this LED driver that Bergduino sent me. And yeah, quite happy with it. Cool little thing. So, what's everyone up to? It's Tuesday night at 9:30 here for me. What are my watching subscribers doing? The custom is awesome. Need to remember to send you a TSC4 tip for the TS100. Is that something you keep, is it, mate? That's sick. Really cool the way you can start it and stop it like that. And yeah, another thing, I will make a video about it yet, but M12 Milwaukee batteries. As you know, I love the M12 batteries, M12 platform that Milwaukee make. It's an awesome thing. M12 soldering iron right there, and got M12 screw gun there. The toolbox in the ute's obviously full of Milwaukee gear, as you can tell by Milwaukee charger there, Milwaukee charger there, Milwaukee charger just off screen beside the phone there, and yeah, awesome bits of gear. About 25 bucks off banggood.com. Sorry about that. Weather notifications. Wonder if we can silence that so that doesn't happen again, because that would be bad for you guys. I apologise. Alright. About 25 Australian dollars for these. Hold it up so you can see it. It's on banggood.com. But so far it's been okay. I've had it in my heated jacket. It was working pretty good in the heated jacket. It's been back on the charger. It worked alright in the spotlight as well. The M12 spotlight. That's quite a powerful thing. I think it's got a 13 watt LED. So that's going to chew that up pretty quick. What is it? 24 watt hours supposedly. So there's a comparison for you. That's a normal Milwaukee one. Just got some use on it. One thing about the Milwaukee one, there's a fair bit of flex and flop and move going on. This is really the Milwaukee tech shed. You know it is. You absolutely know that this is the Milwaukee shed. You know how much of that crap I've got. So much of it. But yeah, that's... seems to be a lot firmer and a lot tidier. I'll just drop it on the soldering iron and just leave it going in the background for a bit. Ooh, doesn't like heating the soldering iron. Ooh, this might be a fail before we know it, guys. Anyone know how many watts the soldering iron pulls on full noise? Because it can't heat it. Wonder if it gets it up to temperature, it can keep it there. I think she doesn't have the power delivery. That's pretty disappointing. We go back to like the normal M12, it's not much better. See, she doesn't drop out. Wait till the green light stays on solid and then we'll chuck this one on and see if it'll sit there for a while running. It sounds to me like they're not a high drain cell. Okay, she's up to temp. Is the load going to back off and it'll keep going? Let's see. So surely someone else is doing something interesting right now. Like I say, I'm just out in the shed. It's like one I replaced recently, but it was a Worth. Yes, Worth's cordless range use the Milwaukee batteries. You'll find the big impact wrenches do as well. Yeah, no. She's no good. She can't handle the soldering iron. That's interesting. Yeah, anyway. There's a few other things I want to show you. Let me go get it. No. I made it. Solar Tasmania gave me this a while back. I don't know if that's ever been on film. It was up, was hanging up. And getting used, but it needs 24 volts. And my current solar system's only 12, as you know. Speaking of 12s, if you haven't seen the video on these beasts yet, here's a bit about them. So there you go. There's your size difference. I use Ryobi stuff. So do I. I love the Ryobi stuff. It's quite good shit. Everything Ryobi I've ever picked up I was fairly happy with. Never been grossly disappointed by anything. Wouldn't mind going and buying some cordless Ryobi gear to use with bits and pieces. Maybe some garden and stuff stick gear. It's, the battery's almost charged. It's flashing there. Yeah, I love some Ryobi stuff. I've got some AEG bits. I've only got a drill, a few batteries, and a charger at this stage, but the drill was too cheap. I couldn't say no to it, and ended up buying. Essentially, just so that I had a drill to test the charger with, a charger to test batteries with. There's one that we've started restoring. today. It was an essentially brand new 3 amp hour, which I know is not that exciting. But the thing that is alright about the 3s is you can use them on a few different... It's never going to go in there. I need an extension. No, I don't. There's a handheld bit. I'll show you what goes on with these. Open him up on camera so you can see inside. Hopefully the stream's coming out in some reasonably decent quality. Obviously it's straight off the phone. It's just that easy to go live now on YouTube. I really need to step up the video creation on YouTube because I've been a little bit quiet lately, as you probably noticed. Trying to rectify that and catch up. I've got to catch up on all my all the people I subscribe to as well. Watch some of their stuff. Mighty Car Mods is one of them. They been building all kinds of stuff that I haven't even seen. I keep seeing like posts on Instagram and stuff for all this that I haven't even been watching. So they come off the charger. You seen it over here on the charger. When it come off the charger, it said it was completely full. It's not full. Let me show you why it's not full. How's the e-bike stuff going? It doesn't go on anywhere, to be honest with you. It's winter here now. It's been really cold, and I've actually I'm in the process of buying an excavator. You may have seen the truck in some videos. I already bought the truck, and I've been spending some time making that do all the things that it needs to do, and tidying that up. You'll see that over on the automotive channel, because I try and keep a lot of the content separated for you, just as to not upset anyone. 3.7, so he's pretty low. He's a bit of a sad one. 3.9, so that one there, about 0.2 of a volt out, but they're all a bit low. They all need to come up a bit. So what we might do is give it another discharge cycle and put it on the charger and see what happens when it comes back up, and go from there. But yeah, that's the quickest way to check them there. 5 in series and 2 in parallel. These Milwaukee batteries, and the big ones are still 5 in series, but 3 in parallel. That's how they get the extra grunt out of them. Now, what else am I going to talk about? In other news, my ISDT T6 Lite 600 watt BATGO charger said goodbye on me the other day. Put that somewhere safe. I need to make myself up a little stand. I need to get the 3D printer happening again. Did anyone enjoy 3D printer videos for the little while that it was actually going? If you've even seen them. So, if you remember the fire that I had a couple of weeks ago, that's 9 amp Milwaukee battery, as you can see. Things got toasty. This was like just on the bench near it. That red plastic's from the Milwaukee battery itself. Or the leads, one of the two. Brought one not that long ago, having troubles with bed leveling. What model did you buy, man? I spent days on that bed level for the first time. Ignore the automatic process and sheet of paper technique it. Stick a bit of paper or really, really thin cardboard, like paper card, in underneath the sensors, so that it just rubs. Manually adjust it so that it's level, and then go through your automated process and see what it thinks, see how close it thinks it is. I had a horrible time doing that. It was legitimately drove me insane. And then I tried to reflash my DaVinci XYZware DaVinci Duo 2.0 Duo Dunno, I remember saying it a million times when I had the bloody thing. Dual head leveling, both of them are hard. Yeah, so I had a demon of a time. I could get one, or I could get one right, and then you'd go to print, and you'd print one layer, and then you'd go to print the next colour, and the other colour wouldn't work properly. The retailer screwed me, telling me it was an amazing thing. Have you seen this little 1S charging board yet? Very cool thing. All labelled. Google search Bergduino. You'll find all these. Brian, how you going, mate? How you going with them 18650s you come and grabbed? Brian is actually fairly local compared to most of you that are average subscribers. They're normally, you guys are normally miles away. But Brian only lives down the road, figuratively. Yes, very cool. Bergduino. What we're going to do is we're actually going to have a discount offer for you. So I'm going to make a video all about that. But you're from Adelaide. Oh, you're only just across the water. You're not too far away. We're going to make a video about these and setting you guys up with a discount code that you can use to save you a few bucks. What about 20 of Jehu's boards? Oh, did you order the PCB boards that are set up to sit the 18650s on and just wire up the fuse wires to actually join them? Those like cassette, like that kind of, almost like that kind of shape and size. Yes, his website's not up yet, but it will be. He's spending all his money developing and getting some stuff going on. But yeah, he's going to have a discount code for all you guys, which will all be linked in the video to make it really easy. And if you're keen on getting your hands on these, I can order in bulk quantities, and you can source them from me. However, shipping is expensive in Australia, as we all know, especially down to Tasmania, because it's an expensive piece of water apparently. But yeah, very, very neat set out, very good with its terminal blocks, all that kind of stuff. For example, this one here on the right I got from icstation.com. The first thing you'll notice is that terminal block on the right hand side is so skewy if it's ridiculous. The soldering and all that's nice and neat on it. But yeah, like I say, it's not amazing. Okay. Spit it out. Bergduino. Board on the right hand side. Very nice. Everything sits nice. So the capacitor's been up a little bit so they can wobble, lay down hard, perfectly on the board where they're meant to be. Very cool. Very cool bit of kit. That being said, these are all things that I need to make some stuff out of now. I've had a few good ideas. There's the other one. It's a battery fuel gauge from icstation. PCB is made by JLC PCB. There you go. They do a damn good job. more than happy with the quality of them. That's obviously who Jehu's using, if you're familiar with him. There you go. So we need to make a battery fuel gauge. I have this timer, and I don't know if I ever released the video. I don't think I released the video, to be honest with you. What I want to do with this timer board is actually make a solid state dehumidifier out of some TEC thermoelectric coupler models. I also made a single cell battery level indicator, should be available end of the month. Single cell lithium, so for an 18650 or similar, mate. I want to make a dehumidifier. Goes that way. A dehumidifier out of a piece of aluminium tube, a heatsink, a couple of TEC modules, and this little beast. So basically, what it'll do is it'll come on for say 5 minutes with a little fan blowing a bit of air through, so the moisture will freeze to the inside of the aluminium tube, sitting on an angle, and then it'll turn off for a set amount of time. When it turns off, it will allow the moisture to all fall off on the inside. It'll run down the tube, run down into a collection pan, dehumidify. That's my idea with this little timer. So it's got a mode where you can time it, turn it on and turn it off. If you want anything from IC Station, they don't really make the same stuff as what Bergduino does. These are IC Station make lots of like wireless communication and Bluetooth boards and Wi-Fi adapters, things like that, Raspberry Pi stuff. So yeah, if you head over there, there's always a link in my video description for IC Station, or the affiliate code is 333. And like I say, I get a kickback from that. That's the kind of thing that keeps the channel kicking, because if I was to have to spend money to go and buy stuff like this, I would probably be more inclined to spend it on the excavator than I'm trying to buy. But that's a wholly different issue. You will see that pop up in the videos soon, but as of today, the one that I was buying fell through again on me. Simple stuff. Yeah, cool. No, that's awesome as. So, little LED driver, charger, control board. That's going to come in handy. We're going to make an outdoor solar spotlight, but like a serious one. And how you've got them little gardens, solar lights, we're going to make a serious one using that board. Much more charging power. Size excavator. Looking for a 1.7 or to a 2.5. Looking at a Colbeco at the moment. But just hoping the guy trades it in so I can buy it. It's not going to be new for the first one that I buy. But yeah, we're going to buy hopefully the one I'm looking at is a 1.7 Colbeco. Yeah. With the triple hydraulic pumps. So it doesn't slow down when you do multiple movements like a lot of other machines do. Are you in the earth moving game, or just generally interested? I'm telling you a story about this. We were talking about this little beast and what's wrong with it. Let's put these boards up here safe, so I don't drop a great big Milwaukee battery or something like that on it. Any of them and squish them. The T6 light is dead. Nothing at all on the output side of the charger. It still lights up, still does what it needs to, but no output charge or anything like that, which is pretty sad, because if you remember, my antimatter charger let the magic smoke out. Yep. Have fun with the hole before you dig. Yeah, tell me about it. I deal with them already. They're horrible, aren't they? How's the chat going? Sorry about the shaky camera, guys. Chasing the chat. Have fun with the old before you dig. Yep. XYZ, what's your project? Playing with lots of stuff out in the shed, basically. Play with the Milwaukee stuff, play with lipos and chargers in general, soldering and making electronics work, and playing with cool boards that guys like Bergduino, IC Station send me, and some of the products from banggood.com that I get are pretty cool. Some can be a little bit cheap and Chinese and not perfect. Others can be pretty good and run alright. Put that battery back on the charger again. No, can't handle the current draw, see? Goes from full charge to dead straight away. Yes, Chinese products are certainly nice and cheap. It's exactly why we all buy them. They can manufacture stuff so much cheaper than we can. That being said, the more automation we get in our manufacturing processes, into the future it's not going to be quite so much that way. We're going to be able to do a little bit more. It's an evolving thing. I don't know if you remember these crappy big old batteries up here. Service, those 8 volters, those ones are all in parallel. Still got, I haven't released the video obviously, I only started the video. All the leads on the floor are dead, they're just cable. But the watt hour meters in the Blue Victron there, doing some monitoring of all the batteries we charge, so those Milwaukee batteries, so that Milwaukee charger and the rapid charger, which is normally in my work kit, and that Milwaukee charger are all run off that. I normally bring my batteries home and drop them all on the charger and charge them all off these crappy battery packs. I've still got, it's a little bit wrong because we've got this big LED light bar up here running at the moment. It's just a mess in here, as you can see. I need to clean that up and make a bit of a studio for doing this kind of work. Out at the workshop, I'll be spending a whole lot more time out there into summer. Just because of the temperature difference. Like, it's freezing cold out in the shed now. I'm glad this shed's okay, but the other one's just literally a big tin shed. You would have seen videos out there. It's really cold, but we're setting up some lights and things out there. My current shed mate's about to move out, and he's built his own shed at home. He's going to take all his stuff with him, and it's going to free up a back corner up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably sheet that out in like form ply or something similar to that effect in the back there, and build a door and paint it all white inside and set up some bright LED lights so that we can shoot tech videos like this out there in a semi-dust free cleaner space with all white, so there's more light reflecting around and easier to record in. We can do more stuff out there because well, I've got a whole lot more stuff to do, and we need good lighting, good clean area, shelving, all that kind of stuff to do that kind of thing. There's my AEG drill there. I bought that for $50 with a battery and a charger. Like, you can't go wrong. Like I was saying about my things from banggood.com, the TS100s from Banggood. That's a wicked little thing. That's sitting on the bench. That's from Banggood, but that's died. I don't know if that was environmental from being next to a fire or something I did, but it has reverse polarity protection. So that fast. Reverse polarity protection, and should be able to handle a terminal going on backwards or something silly if you mess up like that. As you can see, it obviously hasn't. The board is black coated to protect it. It's not actually burnt. But yeah, even the touchpad buttons Had never been real great right from the get-go when I got them. But yeah, most of the cats I've seen for sale, new, like a 0 turn one, in the size that we're talking, and the Colbecker seems to be the best I've used to dig with, being 0 turn. And this older machine I'm looking at, it's got a hydraulic grab instead of a static one as well, and a few extra accessories. So there's a good reason I'm heading down that track. But yeah, so that was from Banggood, but that's, got to pull that apart and do some fault finding with that. Hopefully there's some kind of output fuse, hopefully, or just a solder track that's melted off. But that's a up the top there into another day pile. Got a heap of these cell frames from the Milwaukee 9 amps, where I've harvested the cells. So they hold 15 cells, and they hold them 18650s in there nice and tight. They screw together. And a heap of them I want to do something with. Got 800 axial glass fuses that were for the giant battery pack. There's about 600 on there. Isn't happening now. Don't know if I gave you an update on that or not. I had someone ask me the other day. That's not going ahead as previously planned. The main reason is my mate whose caravan I'll be in. Not that he's not super tech savvy. He certainly is, but I can't risk burning down their dream of travelling the country on a cell fuse not protecting or something falling across the battery. Like, they're going to put it in an old camper van. An old camper van bumps around and travel in Australia. So there's no doubt they'll go somewhere that'll end up down a bumpy old dirt road in the bush, and I just can't risk 655 after seeing what that's what's here. I've still got it in a bucket so I don't forget about it. After seeing what can happen, I know their 650s go bang. I just can't risk that happening underneath the bus that's got a couple 100 litres of diesel, truck tyres, everything, not everything they own, but everything they drive around with, all their stuff for their business, and their drones and cameras and laptops and all that gear, and, you know, like potentially their lives. I just should be at what? What should I be? Yeah, the way that this went, I just can't risk that happening. So I'm keeping that for a while, just so I can look at it every now and again. It reminds me to be a bit safe with how I do things. Would you be more comfortable with lead acid instead? Sealed lead acid or AGM? Yes. Deep cycling, open vented lead acid still poses a risk. But vented lead acid, or I think they're called valve regulated lead acids, those bastards. Definitely less of a risk. It can only go wrong if either something out of the ordinary happens, like a BMS failure, one cell going rogue and making the pack go thermal. When you've got 800 18650s tucked together, I'm not willing to risk their house essentially on wheels. It's just not a smart bet. I'd much rather not make it, to be honest with you. If you don't make the bet, you can't go wrong. Should be good whatever brand you get. Make sure it's got tight pins and turntable, and hasn't done too many hours. Looking at about 2,000 hours, but it's had pins done. Swivel ring is supposedly good. It's got a full service history with the brand that I'm buying it off, so all should be good. I believe they run 30mm pins, which is a pretty big pin for a 1.7 ton class machine. Now this is a 4 amp hour battery. Let's pull this apart while we're having a chat. Fire away some questions at me, guys. We'll probably do it for another 10 or 15 and call it a day. But it's not here. It's been good just being able to fire away some quick answers to things people actually want to ask. How am I going to get that one out? I think that's why I didn't open this one in the first place. This is a 4 amp hour battery. There we go. Bit brutal, but we're in. That I previously repaired. Like a warranty. It's a warranty job. It had died. And I purchased it for figured out all the kinks on your printer. Once I tried to reflash my 3D printer and it went poorly to the point where it bricked it. I sat it in the corner and that's where it lives now. So, yeah, I don't like saying that I've quit on it. I haven't quite quit on it. I did look at it a couple of days ago and go, I've got a whole bunch of filament here, I should really get stuck into that. And that's about as far as that part went. But yes, I do need to fix it and get used to it. I did make a couple of things. I printed a few bits and pieces for mates, and I made a lot of battery holders for Milwaukee Power Tools, ironically. Oh, God. I really don't know. Oh, I can see what's happened. It's actually snapped. There, that's actually broken off. Now, you know, in the to be harvested pile, we got the same Samsung INR. What is it? INR 18650-20RM Milwaukee blend. That custom Milwaukee blend. And a lot of stuff you want to print. As soon as I get this bed figured out, the better. Thing that you're gonna, I don't know, is this your first 3D printer? Because if it is, the thing you're gonna realise really quickly is how long things take to print, and how easy it is for them to fail. If they fail in a print, like, you're just gonna swear for days. It drives you insane. It's pretty sad. Get 3/4 of the way through a 20-hour print and walk back in the room and realise that it's just been spreading liquid spaghetti all over the bench, all over the print bed for the last 2 hours. That's quite a disheartening thing. Good to say, these are Digitech clamp meters. I bought this one from Jaycar like a couple of years ago. It's a Digitech QM1563. This has done a lot of work. Still original leads, only broke the end off the negative. Still the original leads, good clamp meter. Sometimes it takes a while for the clamp meter to de-field, I suppose you call it, like magnetic fields. Very interruptive in the beginning. Can only print on the left side because of the bed. Yeah, once you get the bed level, it makes a big difference, but getting it level can be very hard. Yeah, set up and prior preparation. What's the P7 P's, is it? Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance, or something to that effect. You've got to put the effort into making it making it a good thing. So, has anyone else got different tips in their TS100s to solder with? Because I really like the size of it. It's a very nice size soldering iron. When you pick up, obviously it's got a battery in the back of it when it's in use. When you pick up the Milwaukee, it's quite a big soldering iron. I have used it a fair bit. I used it on the truck the other night, and I was basically kind of like smiling to myself, going, "Yeah, this was a good thing to buy." And then the battery went flat in my jacket, and I pulled the jacket battery out and put the jacket battery in this. No, I pulled the battery out of this and put it in my jacket, and kept the jacket heater going once I'd finished soldering. So, like, yeah, cool thing. Yeah, I can't remember how much it was because they actually sent me this one. I remember I did actually look. I normally look so I can give people an idea when I do my review videos what it costs, but I really think it's cool. It's so small, so comfortable. Plug in your micro USB cable and you can play with the firmware, which we will do at a later date, so we can give it a flash, as they say. Yeah, having a little digital screen like this is something I'd never heard anything about. And then the guy at Banggood's like, "Hey, you want one of these?" And I'm like, "Why not?" I was expecting quite a bigger thing when it turned up, and when it turned up, and all it was this tiny little case. I thought, pulled it out, and I was like, "Is this even going to actually heat up?" Because initially I seen the micro USB port, and I thought, "Oh, don't tell me it's got a LiPo in there or something." But no, she's a legit little thing. It's a good bit of kit, and you find that a bit, like some things aren't all that much chop, and then other things are pretty awesome. The 12-volt battery we're just playing with, the one that wouldn't run the soldering iron, it's quite comfortably heating up my back right now in my Milwaukee jacket. There's the camera flip. Can't see anything on that camera anyway because of the life-proof case. See? Heated jacket. Yeah, any more questions for me, guys? Fire away. You know you can ask them anytime in the comments when you're watching the videos anyway. I really love engaging with people. It's great when people leave comments. Good, bad, constructive. TS100 is a must. I gave up my ERSA. Change the thing I got. Oh, lost the chat. I didn't read quick enough. Got the BC2 and C4 tip, which are amazing. C4 batteries and terminals. So they're just a bit bigger and thicker, are they? Just got a bit more meat to them. You know what this tip's actually called? But yeah, I'm a fan of it. I didn't know if I would be or not. I really thought it's going to be really small and not really any good to me. But as you'll see in the video I shot earlier, we can give you a teaser. There's a bit of cable. Don't even know where I've chucked a bit of cable in. No, that's banana plugs. There it is. We mostly tin this bit of 6mm copper in one big swap. Order a C4 now. Yeah, do so. Do you know how to use my affiliate link on Banggood? Would you like me to drop you a comment with an affiliate link? If you go through the one in the top of the video description of all the other videos, like I say, little kickback comes to me. It's a few percent, and one, I can buy more stuff from Banggood.com for projects, and two, they'll continue to send me cool stuff. But yeah, look at tin that. That's a win. It's 6mm cable. You'd run a house. $15 delivered. Damn, that's cheap. That's awesome. Oh, guys, it's been great having a chat. Thank you very much for the engagement. I love chatting with guys like-minded. and yeah, answering the questions and the engagement's what makes it all cool. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. We will endeavour to do some more live streams because I'd much rather have people to talk to, and yeah, engagement is what it's all about. That's my favourite thing about YouTube is you can watch a video about something, ask someone a question, and no, thank you, Christios. It's absolutely awesome that you sent me these cool boards to play with, mate. Really appreciate that. I can't wait to make some project videos with them and some more. We won't stop there. You're not going to stop creating them, so I'll keep on playing with them. And like I say, happy to get them in for people, or distribute them to people locally and in Australia if need be. And if you want a bulk quantity of them, I can get them sent to me, and then we can share them around. So thank you very much for that, mate. And yeah, all the best with that. We'll keep going. There'll be a discount code for Bergduino's wicked little boards, and I'll make sure I make that video, and I'll send you a link, Brian, so that when you order a bunch of these boards, you can have a cool discount, mate. And yeah, that's what we're all about, trying to make it all a bit better for everyone else. And yeah, thank you very much. Catch you on the next video. There will be more. We need to do a Q&A stream during the week to break the week up, make life a bit more fun. You'll see some excavator videos soon. You'll see some truck videos soon. You'll see some stuff on the automotive channel, which will be linked over that side, is what we generally try and do. Affiliate link to banggood.com, icstation.com, both in the video description. Thanks for everyone who's been a part of it tonight. Catch us all later. Cheers, guys. Thanks heaps.